Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a tour of my Sims 4 Occult Townhomes. This is a set of 3 townhomes in a row in Glimmerbrook, one for a spellcaster family, one for a vampire family, and one for a werewolf family. This build also includes a large basement area with a shared hangout space for all of the occults. There's also a second basement that you'll see a little bit more of that once we get into the tour. Let's hop into Glimmerbrook and start the tour. So here we are in Glimmerbrook. You can see this is the lot that I built the townhomes on. I believe there was a family living here, but I liked the layout of this lot being more horizontal. Of course, there is still the glitch that it doesn't show the proper name. I renamed this lot Occult Townhomes, and it still says Rock Ridge Canyon, as well as showing 1, 2, 3 Rock Ridge Canyon as opposed to the names that I gave each unit. But as you can see, the rent for 2 of them is $257 a night, and then one of them is $244 per night. And each unit is 2 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. Each unit is 4 stars. They all have all of the recommended items. So like I said in my Sulani rental tour, I believe the amount of stars can change depending on the size as well. These aren't small by any means. They're a pretty decent size, so I'm not really sure what makes that last star. If you look at the cost of the furnishings for each unit, they are all different. That one's $66,000, $95,000, $65,000. So they're all a little bit different, and they're all 4 stars. Each unit can have different lot traits. So this first unit is the Spellcaster unit, and it is a cat hangout, homey, and it has a romantic aura. For the vampire unit, obviously it's a registered vampire lair. It has a romantic aura as well. And if you didn't know, there is a lot trait on a dark ley line. If your Sims try for a baby, they are more likely to be born as a vampire, and you don't have to have vampire parents. So that means like if any normal Sims came to come visit this vampire lot and they conceived a child, it could have the possibility of being born a vampire. So that is a pretty unique lot trait. I thought that was fun to throw in there. And last but not least, the werewolf unit. It has great acoustics, bracing breezes, and it is convivial. And this is the top floor, so going down, you see there's another floor, and I guess it doesn't preview the basements, that or this is just a bug. I guess we'll just add that to the list of for rent bugs that are in the game right now. Let's hop in to build mode and get a closer look. So in build mode, you can see the actual names of the units. So like I said, there is the Spellcaster Townhome, the Vampire Townhome, and the Werewolf Townhome. Each townhome has all of the suggested items. So you have everything your Sim needs in each unit. Before we get into the tour, just so you can visualize everything, the blue here is the spellcaster unit, the pink is the vampire, and the green is the werewolves. I think this lot is the perfect lot for a little set of townhomes. You have the cute little driveway going up on the left. I absolutely love the debug orbs that come with Realm of Magic. At night, they just look so magical. If you're doing any sort of occult style build, I think the orbs are a perfect addition to just give that magical vibe. I really love this item as well for my occult builds. I think it's super cute. It looks like a little witch's boot, which is why I put it on the spellcaster unit. This item is from Discover University. That is the base swatch there, but if you go down, they have a few that don't relate to the schools, like the little coffee cup, the bread, the boot, a book, and a little hanger, so like a clothes shop. I have debug items throughout the lot, like the little mushrooms, these signs here. Even this bench is debug. If you haven't ever looked through the debug catalog, make sure to do that. I literally cannot build without these cheats here. I just put them in every time. I love having more options from the catalog. So let's go over here to the right side of the building. You can see there's kind of like a shared space out here. This is where you get down into the secret basement area. Of course, there are some items that are functional, like the planters, the bee box, the insect farm. There's a little chicken coop. Now, I'm not sure if Sims that live in townhomes will take care of chickens. I haven't tested the functionality of that yet. I did do playtest, so everything is functional. I'm just not sure if your family will be the only family that takes care of animals like this, or if everybody chips in. You have some cute outdoor seating, a cooler. There's a patchy back here, as well as a grill. Let's go down into the basement area. Like I said, this is marked as a shared space, so anybody from the 3 units can come down here and use all of this space. Coming down the stairs, you have a bar from the Werewolves pack. Lots of activities for your Sims. There's a dartboard, a bubble blower, the ping pong table where you can play juice pong as well. There's a jukebox and a little foosball table. And in the room right off the stairs, there's actually a lot of items for nectar making. So you have 2 little stations here for nectar making, some storage racks to put everything. There's a juice keg that is a functional item that your Sims can use. More storage for the nectar, and then just some clutter around the rest of the room. If you did not know, in the Horse Ranch expansion pack, there are different nectars that you can make depending on what occult your sim is in. So for instance, this moon petal nectar, it says even the most easygoing werewolf needs a break from moon petal punch. Moon petal nectar offers a delicious alternative. Beware, any werewolf who drinks too much will surely struggle to maintain control. So that obviously is made with moon petal, which comes with the werewolf pack. There's also plasma nectar. So this is obviously made from the plasma fruit, which comes from the vampires pack. It says vampires possessed of the most sophisticated tastes will find this drink is all sweetness, no bite. Non-vampires who drink this will feel sick, even the fancy ones. And for spellcasters, there is the valerian nectar. Valerian nectar won't win any taste awards, but keen spellcasters will be more interested in its content. Distilled essence of the valerian root. Of course, there's probably more gameplay involved, more lore with the different nectars and the occults, but I thought it would be fun to throw in a nectar harvesting room since there is that cross-pack functionality. It seems to be few and far between that the Sims really thinks of cross functionality at this point. So the fact that you can make different nectars for the occults was really cool. I wanted to throw that in, just more gameplay for you to try out. Moving into this back room here, this was kind of my like spellcaster hangout area. Of course, it's marked as a shared space, so any Sims can come down here. But as you can see, this is mostly spellcaster related items. You have the brooms decorating the walls. There's a table with some bar stools that your Sims can sit and conversate with everyone. Of course, you have a big cauldron in the middle, practice spells, make some mac and cheese, a little potion storage unit there, a bookshelf. And I did also want to throw in the paranormal stuff pack seance table. I thought that fit perfectly with all of the occult themed items. Anything related to gameplay I wanted to throw into this build, just more stuff for your Sims that live in these townhomes to come down into the basement and play around with. Like I mentioned earlier, there is another basement area of this build. See this bookshelf over here? It is not what it seems. Yes, I did use the secret bookshelf door which leads you into this small little hallway. So obviously this staircase takes you down one more floor and it leads you to this creepy basement living space. There is a little gate right here, so depending who lives down here, you can close them inside. As far as functionality, you do have everything your sim needs to survive down here. There's a fridge, one counter, an oven, a sink, a mirror, there's a bed, a toilet right here. There's even an easel for some entertainment, and you can't have a creepy basement without a large tragic clown poster. So my idea for this creepy living situation was that depending on what you want to play as, whether it be spellcaster, vampire, werewolf, during your gameplay you can trap sims down here or lure them down here, and depending on how you want to play, you know, your spellcasters can practice their spells on people. Your vampires will have access to plasma at all times if you want to harvest some plasma down in this basement. And maybe your werewolf sims want somewhere to send their rowdy kid when they're acting up and are enraged too much. So you send them down to the basement where they can claw their way through all of this old grungy furniture. Obviously, when I shared this to the gallery, all of this section is marked as a shared space, but you can go into build mode if you download this, and of course you can make this part of whatever unit that you want. So if you want to use this for harvesting Sims plasma, you can make this part of the vampire townhouse, and only the vampire family will be able to access this area, but be sure to do it for both of these. Technically, this is 2 different rooms, so be sure to adjust accordingly. If you want it to be a huge shared space where you can trap sims and any vampire spellcaster or werewolf sims can come down and use it, you can leave it as a shared area. The options are endless, but you know, when I play with occults, there's always a creepy basement coming somewhere in my gameplay. I think this would be such a fun area to make use of if you are playing in these occult townhomes. So let's move up out of both basement floors back to the first level here. So something else I want to point out is the backyards for each unit. I definitely wanted to make them unique to each occult, so add matching and corresponding items. For the werewolf unit, there's a telescope that came with the werewolves pack. There's also some garlic strands hanging from the outside. The front porch actually has some as well. There's well-known lore that vampires and werewolves have this like lifelong feud, so it makes sense for the werewolf family here to have some garlic on the exterior of their house to ward off any vampire visitors from coming inside. For the vampire yard, there is a plasma fruit tree. This is obviously helpful because if you're a vampire, you will need plasma. If you don't want to drink from Sims, you can just get some from the tree outside. And there is a portal to the magic realm in the backyard of the spellcaster unit. Just thought that would be a fun addition. You know, you never know when your sim might want to travel there quickly. Each yard has a little bench, and they also all have flower making stations. I know with like the nectar making, there's occult specific ones, and I'm pretty sure it's the same for flower arranging. I'm not 100% sure, but just wanted to throw in some more gameplay items. In this back little corner, there's also a wishing well, which is interactive. There's tons of different things that your Sims can wish for. You can make offerings. There's even a death that comes from the wishing well. And there's also this stump, which is a flock of wild birds from cottage living. You can interact with the birds. I believe they can go like find gifts for you. You can become friends with the birds. Just a fun little item there for gameplay. And I put the wild rabbit tree stump down as well. So same type of thing. You can interact with a little rabbit, and I think they can also get you gifts. So let's go ahead and move inside, starting with the Spellcaster Home. Each townhome has a mailbox on their front door, and going inside, you walk right into a large hallway that leads into the kitchen. So as you can see, straight across, you have a dining table, bar stools, there's a little chess table here in the hallway, a mirror, and then to the right is the living space. Just lots of greenery, lots of clutter. There's no TV, but you have like the books, the little music player. There are some pet related items, specifically cats. I just thought it would be cute if this spellcaster family had a cat. And you have like a basic little entryway here with some brooms and a little storage area. Moving into the kitchen and dining. This might be one of my favorite areas of all of the townhomes. I love how this kitchen turned out. Of course, I had to put another cauldron specifically for the spellcaster family's townhome. You can see there's crystals here and there throughout. There's little potions, lots of clutter, but of course everything you need for a functional kitchen as well. On this half of the room is like the dining area. There's a wand on the table, just some more storage areas, and the cat food over there. And the last part of the downstairs is this bathroom here. Just your average Sims bathroom, toilet, shower, and a double sink down here. Let's move on to the upstairs part of this townhome. So looking at the floor plan, there's one bedroom here, one large bedroom up front, and two more bathrooms. In the hallway upstairs, you have a little sitting area. There is a bookshelf, so just some spots for your Sims to hang out. And through this door here is the main bedroom. This room has a double bed, so it sleeps two Sims if you would like. I love that moon mirror from Werewolves. I think it fits perfect with a spellcaster house. You have a little wardrobe area next to the mirror, an easel, some more just items from Realm of Magic, and there's a desk area with a typewriter from Cottage Living. A nice large bedroom for this spellcaster family, or even if you just want to have one Sim that lives here and use the other room as a guest bedroom, you could definitely do that as well. Through this door next to the bedroom is another bathroom. Just a nice large bathroom. Again, double sinks. You have the toilet. There is a vanity here as well, and a bathtub. Just a nice large bathroom, and the vanity is such a fun item from the Vintage Glamour stuff pack. If you didn't know, your Sims can actually do their makeup there, change up their look, so just a little fun item to use. The second bedroom has just one single bed, but there are lots of activities. You have a mirror, there's a little tablet on the side table, cute little cow plant backpack, lots of clutter on this dresser next to the bed, and you have another pet bed and the litter box for a cat. Just a really cute room. I love that rug. I think it is the prettiest swatch. That is from the high school years pack. Last but not least, for the Spellcaster Townhome, one more bathroom. Very similar to the one downstairs, so no bathtub, but there is a toilet, a shower, and another double sink. That wraps up the Spellcaster Townhome, so let's move on to the vampire unit. This middle unit is the Vampire Townhome, built perfect for a cute little vampire family. I wanted to kind of change it up a little bit. When you think of vampires, you usually think of really dark colors, reds, blacks, kind of dingy gray. And as you can see, this is the pastel pink unit with a lot of yellow accents. So moving on into the house, again, there's a mailbox on the porch, and this theme of like the pastel continues throughout the vampire home. Now, each unit pretty much has the exact same layout. Obviously, there's differences with furnishings and decorations, but they all have a very similar layout. There's a bookshelf, some seating, a nice big grandfather clock. You can see the kitchen dining through the archway there. To the right of the entrance, you have this gorgeous living area. I'm obsessed with this TV from the Modern Lux kit. I think this was one of the smartest additions for this game. Just looks like a beautiful painting on the wall, but it is functional as a television. I really love that pastel blue swatch from the university couch and matching chairs. Of course, we still have this ugly glitch where you can see the railing from the stairs next door. Super annoying. I thought they fixed that. Luckily, when you zoom out, it goes away, but when you zoom really closely, it pops through. In the entryway, you have a nice vampire's mirror, some shoes on the ground, and this beautiful statue from the Vampires pack. There's a nice little gallery wall of art going up the staircase. So let's walk through the hallway into the kitchen dining area. Again, lots of pastels. I'm using the country kitchen counters, I believe, in that yellow swatch. Like I said, I wanted something a little bit different for a vampire house. I think a lot of the vampire items do have swatches that fit nicely with a more pastel type theme. I love this little area in the corner by the bar. There's a nice large picture of a vampire. Then you have the dining room table on that nice pink fuzzy rug. Some more storage from Vampires. I love that little cabinet. It has the skull inside of it. And some artwork from the Paranormal Stuff Pack. Last but not least, just like the Spellcaster unit, there is a bathroom on the first floor, toilet, shower, and double sink. That is the downstairs of the vampire unit. Let's move on up to the second floor. Again, you have a large bedroom here at the front, and then a bathroom, a nice sized hallway, another bedroom, and a secondary bathroom. This hallway just has, a lot of decorations, more vampire portraits, some mirrors, flowers here and there, just some decorations on this side. I really love this shelf. This is from the Growing Together pack. I think this shelf is absolutely adorable. So let's move into the main bedroom. As you come in, you can see to the right there is a casket. There's also a bassinet in the middle of the room, the one that comes with vampires, as well as another casket on the other side of the room. And if you're thinking, it's a coffin, not a casket, this one actually says it's so expensive and luxurious, it's always referred to as a casket, never a coffin. I used this Victorian floor rug from Vampires. I absolutely love this swatch. It matches just so perfect. I was kind of worried that there wasn't going to be enough pink and yellow items to kind of go with this vibe for the Vampires unit, but it just fits perfectly. I wanted to put the Vampires bassinet in case you want to expand the family that lives here. Of course, you can always just remove that and get that out of the way if you don't want to play with a baby vampire. And then you have a desk in this corner of the room, again with a typewriter and an easel as well, so your Sims can paint if they would like. Going into the large bathroom on the second floor, you have another double sink situation, bathtub. Again, I put a vanity in the bathroom, and of course the toilet. The items from Get Famous go really nicely with some of the Victorian inspired items from the Werewolves pack, so those go great together. There's also the secondary bedroom on this floor, so there is another coffin. Like I said, I tested everything. Everything's functional. I made sure that the vampires can get into all of their beds. All the items are functional. This room is quite pretty and girly. Lots of pink, lots of flowers, keeping the same theme throughout the house. And you also have a nice large piano. That piano is from My Wedding Stories, so you could always switch that out for a different piano if you don't have that pack. I could picture a musical vampire prodigy growing up in this little townhome. So moving out of this room, let's go into the last room, which is this secondary bathroom. Double sink, shower, toilet, all the basics. So just like Spellcaster Home, just a nice secondary bathroom for your Sims to have access to. That's it for the vampire themed townhome. Let's move on to the last unit, the werewolves unit. Here is the werewolf unit. Lots of green and brown. Like I said earlier, you can see the garlic hanging from the front porch to ward off any unwanted vampire visitors. And let's come in through the front, get a nice view of the hallway into the kitchen and dining. This unit is really like warm and inviting, I would say. The green and brown just make for a very cozy vibe. The hallway has a bookshelf, some seating. I used the werewolf's desk here in the entryway just to kind of clutter up, put some items there in the entryway. I wanted to use this large laundry day window. I absolutely love that you can place clutter into the window there. I think it looks super pretty with the sunlight beaming in. We again are using the university couch and chairs just in this like deep orange swatch. Also using the Modern Lux Kit television again. Let's go into the kitchen and dining area, check out the space. So this one's a little different. The dining table is actually to the right here, and then over to the left, you have a tunnel to the little underground section in Moodwood Mills, as well as a cute chess table. There's lots of like dog themed items as well in this pack, like the little calendar, the little mat right there on the floor. So as you can see, it says Moonwood Mill Tunnel Entrance, and this is a functional item that your Sims can use to travel to the tunnels. The kitchens turned out super cute for all of these units, in my opinion. I really love how everything came together for all of these, and of course, not just functional, but also cute for the families that will live here. Let's go ahead and look at the last part of the downstairs, which will be the bathroom through this door here. Again, same as the other units, a downstairs bathroom with the toilet, shower, and double sink. Let's move on up into the second floor. I'm repeating myself a lot, but again, same layout, large bedroom up front, a bathroom, a secondary bedroom, and another bathroom with a large hallway. There's a bookshelf with a seating area on this side of the hallway, and just a table with some decorations over on this side. Moving into the main bedroom over here, you can see there's the werewolf's punching bag. You have a desk space, again, with a typewriter. There's also the guitar from the werewolves pack. Little clothing storage area, a mirror, another dresser. There's also a yoga mat with the little moon phases on it. I thought that was cute for the werewolf unit. When it comes to the werewolves game pack, it's a little disappointing when you compare items that have gameplay with like spellcasters and vampires. I know there's still a lot of gameplay with werewolves, but when it comes to what items come in build mode, you basically have like the punching bag, the guitar, and the telescope. So there's not really that many unique items from the pack other than like the grunginess of all the furniture. So I did my best to kind of just throw in items that I thought would be good for a werewolf family. So the yoga mat, you know, your werewolf Sims will become enraged. So it'd be nice for them to do some yoga, relax, and when they're feeling really crazy, use the punching bag to get out their anger. There's a nice double bed, you know, your side tables, and a bar over here by the desk. So that is the main bedroom. Let's move on into the large bathroom over here. Now, this one does not have a shower. There is the vanity, a tub, and a toilet. I think the vampires one is the only one to have a shower in this large bathroom. The spellcaster unit and this one just has the standalone tub, but of course there's other showers in the other bathrooms. Moving on to the secondary bedroom. This room I decorated for kids for sure, as you can see. So you have a toddler bed in this corner with a nice little desk for them to play at. That little item is functional, of course. You have the journal and I believe that's the jewelry making kit. Can't forget an activity table. There's also a crib and a bassinet over here. So, you know, you can obviously change this room around, but I wanted to put items for different life stages. So there's the bassinet, the crib, and the toddler bed. So you can kind of have everything you need as your sim grows up. There are other baby items like a little changing table and just a little cute storage box over here for toys and the baby bookshelf. Of course, if you wanted your werewolf family to consist of older sims, you could change up this entire bedroom and put full-size beds in here if you want to play as like a teen or a young adult. That's what I love about The Sims. You can obviously customize these units if you want to change it up. I just chose to decorate it as a young child's bedroom as they age. Last but not least, the secondary bathroom. So you have the shower, double sink, and toilet. That is the upstairs of the werewolves unit, and that is the end of the tour. Of course, if you would like to play in this set of townhomes, they are available on my gallery page. My gallery ID is Hills1123. If you view my catalog, it's not too far down. You can see it's called Occult Townhomes. I would absolutely love for you guys to play in this lot. I think that there's so much fun gameplay just waiting to be played here. I would absolutely love if you like playing with occults to try this townhome out. Let me know how it goes. Maybe try this out in a save. Make sure that it does not corrupt. I also warned of this in my last rental tour. Just be careful. There's a lot of bugs going on with for rent and save files being messed up. So of course I don't want anyone's saves to be ruined. If you do download this, test it out first, or just start a new save file so you're not really losing anything. Comment down below which unit is your favorite, the spellcaster, the vampire, or the werewolf unit. Thank you so much for watching. I was on a townhome building spree, so I have plenty more townhomes to tour for you guys. So like and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. So.